Hello Michael Jackson dancers, it's Rory Jackson here for another Michael Jackson dance video tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you by request the famous Michael Jackson Moonwalk, and it's actually the easiest move in my opinion, because it's sort of like the foundation of all other types of moves that he did, like the body popping, shuffling, and another famous one, which is floating, which I'll put in another video. But this is basically the basic moonwalk step. I might have to put this in two videos because it is actually one of the easiest moves to do, and but the hardest to teach. That's what I always say. So it's actually very hard to explain, but I'll explain it the best way I can. So you start off. It's always best to push away. And when I say push away, I mean actually doing the first initial move with the moonwalk. It's always best to start off with your strongest leg, because you don't want to be pushing away with difficulty, because that might compromise your next step and knock you off balance. So it's always good just to use your strongest leg, the one that you're most confident with, which is mine is the right. So was Michael Jackson's, funny enough. I think he was right-handed. So the principle behind it, if you're going from a stance, you start pushing pushing down on this leg, you're just going to look like you're dragging your foot, which isn't what the effect is supposed to look like. It's supposed to be walking on an escalator. So you're actually diverting all your weight on this leg and pushing on this leg, but keeping it where it is on the floor. And it's just this leg moving, keeping your heel on the floor, and you're pushing it back as far as it would go. Some of you, it might be, you might be very flexible. I'm not very flexible, so that's as far as I'll go, comfortably, enough for me to divert my weight, put all my weight on this leg, and then this leg could just glide back. And I've got all my weight on this leg, and I'll end up the same process again, like this. So that's the basic moonwalk step, and I'll show you this side. I'll start off from here, there, and I push, change. I've got a lot of furniture in my front room, so I do apologise. I've got limited space. So it is pretty much just diverting your weight from one leg to the other as if you're walking. So if I moonwalk backwards here, I'm diverting my weight, so I've put all my weight on this leg, and as I change, I've got all my weight on this leg. So there's no dragging involved, it's more of a push. So you're pushing. See what I mean? It's not because a lot of people, they do this and it looks too rigid, and it doesn't really, you see how the move's done, and you're not supposed to see how the move's done. It's supposed to look very fluid, it's supposed to look like magic. So you're not gonna get this all in one go. You have to really practice it. And how I practiced it, how I first started to master how this is done, I just started moonwalking on the spot, which worked for me. Others, it might be holding onto like a bar or something like that, so you haven't got so much weight on your feet, so you can actually see how this works. Me, I actually started doing the static moonwalk first, which was that, and that's how I actually got the technique together. And then I developed the muscles to propel me backwards, just because I just subconsciously knew how to do it when I started to learn how to travel long distances. So So that's the basic moonwalk step. I'm going to show you another video following that, because there's other things that you can do where you can use the same technique with the moonwalk, but add it into other moves as well, like floating, pivoting and stuff like that, which is more involved, but the moonwalk is pretty much the basic technique. It's the most famous move, and it's on an audience perspective, it's the most anticipated move, but it is actually the easiest, just the hardest to explain, and that's why this video was so long and a lot longer than I expected. So thank you for bearing with us, and I hope that you've understood that. If you haven't, don't be afraid just to say, Rory, I didn't understand what you were saying, mate, do it again, and I'll be happy to give you a little bit more information on and how I could improve my method of teaching, so then I can actually get it more clearer to you. But thank you for watching. Please comment below and let me know how you get on, and I'll see you in the next video.